Hi everyone, it's me Cindy, and I thought I'd show you the next few steps of this project I'm working on. This is just a notitieblokje, journal, something to write your notes in. I'm not sure how you call it, but what I did first, and I didn't film this because it's a really easy step, but it takes a while, so I thought I'd just do this first and then went on with the rest of the project. What I did was took several different pieces of lace and doilies and just glued it all down to the sides and to the back as well. As you can see the structure really well here. And then I took a nice coat of gesso over it, and why I did that is you will see that in the last stage of this video. What I'm gonna do next is I've got some pieces, metal pieces, and a really nice vintage looking frame I've got here with a vintage picture in it, and I just put some cardboard on the back so it would get up a little bit higher. And then I'm gonna glue all these pieces down, and I thought I'd do this on film with you. It doesn't matter where you put everything, just start picking up your pieces you want to lay down and just glue them down. I'm gonna use some hot glue, but I'm also gonna use some glossy accents, and that's because the metal pieces don't really glue well with just hot glue. It works for the first few minutes to make sure it stays put right away, but it gets loose really easy. So what I most of the time do is put some glossy accents and some hot glue on it, because then it glues down fairly quickly with the hot glue, and then the glossy accents has the time to dry, and then it will stick properly. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm first gonna put on this piece, and I'm gonna just hot glue that because this is cardboard, so it doesn't matter. Got my hot glue here on the side, and I'm just gonna put a nice layer of hot glue down to make sure it stays put. And then I'm gonna lay it down here and give some pressure in the center of the picture, and that's done. And then I'm gonna do the other pieces, and I wanted to lay this key down here. I thought this was a nice spot for it. And as you can see, I'm just gonna put some glossy accents, if it will work. Yeah, there it is, on this side and on this side of the key, on the higher pieces that will stick down to the book. And then take some hot glue. You do the hot glue last because this dries the fastest. The hot glue doesn't, but then this piece will help to stick it down right away, and then the rest has the time to glue to dry as well. I mean the glossy accents. So that's what I do with the metal pieces to really make sure they stay down. And well, as you can see, it works pretty well. With these kinds of pieces it's a bit more difficult because, I don't know if you can see this really well, you don't have a lot of high areas on this. It's just the small sides. So it's just best to do just glossy accents here, and maybe a drip of hot glue in this piece, because it doesn't have much areas that get down on the page because of the higher and smaller areas. So it's a bit more difficult. My glossy accents won't work the way I want it. I'm gonna stick my needle in it one more time. Let me see if it works better now. Yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna fill it up, and then to make sure it gets glued down right away, I'm gonna put on some extra hot glue. It's no problem at all when a little bit of the glossy accents oozes out from the frame, because of the fact that it dries clear. Sorry. I'm focusing so much on what I wanted to say and how I'm gonna say it in English that I stop talking sometimes. I'm really sorry. As you can see, this is a lot more difficult piece to glue down. I hope it stays now. So then I wanted to take this piece. It's a really cute one, as you can see. And this is the same thing. It's not doesn't have a lot of room that gets on the paper right away, but I'm gonna see if I can make it work soon. Stick it down really well. Keep your fingers on it for a while so the glossy accents has some time to dry, because there's not much space for the hot glue. The nice part of this is that this is a little bit flexible, so you are pushing it in the fabric kind of, so it does stick really nicely. I'm gonna put a flower on top of this one, and that you can just do with hot glue. You don't need anything else. It'll work fine. So, and then because I have some spaces underneath here, because I raised it a little bit with the cardboard, I can put my gears underneath it. So just some hot glue in the center. Those glue strings are really annoying. But you can always put on your heat gun and make them melt away. So that's what I do most of the time to get rid of my annoying glue strings. I'm gonna put this piece on. Put some extra dots of hot glue and tuck it underneath. I've got to keep it down for a while because this one doesn't want to glue down straight away. Sorry, just got rid of a nasty glue string. Here, thought so. Got just one more piece, and it's this gear. Most of the gears I have are from Fiona, her store. It's Fiona Jennings. Most of you will know her, and she. I don't think she has them in store right now, but she has them a lot of times. These gears. So if you're looking for some gears, stay tuned in her store, Etsy store, and then you will find them sometime. I will put down the link to her Etsy store down below for the ones that don't have the store yet. So this is what it looks like now. It looks a bit strange, just the white underneath fabric and on those metal pieces on top. But I'm gonna show you the rest in part 2. What I'm gonna do next, and I'm not gonna bore you with it. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot one thing. I've got some more flowers I wanted to put on. So I'm gonna do that now quickly. In some random places. And the last one. I'm gonna put it here in the corner. So, well, what I was saying is I'm gonna stop the film here, and then off camera I will gesso everything again, and then I will come back with part 2 and you will see what I'm gonna do next. Okay, bye bye.